Hello, it is Musings with Mookie. Get tongue-tied saying that, um, but this would be the second episode I'm recording today. I don't know if I'm exactly posting it today because I don't know if I'm going to finish it. But it's been on my mind to talk about this because I find it to be an awe-inspiring moment. This weekend, I took my daughter to a birthday pool party where she got the invitation sometime in May for the birthday party, of course, to be in July. And I didn't RSVP till 3 weeks before, but I had it on my refrigerator in case my daughter was going to be with me that weekend. Well, all of my kids, because, well, you don't know. But yeah, they will all go to their father together. Anyway, and so we went to the birthday party, and the people we went to the party with, to the person's house that we went over, their niece was the valedictorian of the school that my son graduated from high school. They graduated the same year. And so I was sitting down talking to her, and come to find out, she is a oldest daughter. And as we were talking and talking about how she also was the oldest daughter, but she doesn't necessarily have the oldest daughter syndrome. Now, I knew she was the oldest daughter she even before she even like told me that because of her command presence. Like she was there first. So I knew she was the oldest daughter, but for her to remark at her young age that she doesn't have the oldest daughter syndrome. And I said, well, you must have been cared for and protected so that, you were able to explore yourself. And she was like, yeah, I was. I've been supported the whole way. And so that is the reason why she was valedictorian. And I thought it was just so great to be an oldest daughter and be cared for because nowadays, and I know in previous generations they have the oldest daughter that wasn't necessarily cared for and inspired to do, follow their dreams or told to pursue their dreams. I see that she is very determined. She If you're looking at the triangle structure, she is not part of the bottom part. She is that pinnacle of success when she's speaking, and talking about her future and what she aims to be and what her interests are and how she aims to network more. But she has a bright future ahead of her. But I just thought that hearing that and seeing that in person, um, where my own experience with being an oldest daughter didn't pan out uh, in such a positive light. I don't know even if I would want to be a youngest daughter or the middle daughter in the situation that I grew up in. I just believe as daughters we weren't protected in the environment that I grew up in. So while I have a hopeful outlook, I'm also pessimistic. I don't mean to be because like I said, I am hopeful. Like even if something bad happens to me or happen uh towards me, or I'm just in a situation where I feel like I can't escape, I have hope for tomorrow. And I don't want to say I have hope for tomorrow and you think I don't have these depressing days. I do. Maybe one day we'll get into that type of history. But oldest daughters, older, I don't know about oldest sons because I'm not a boy. I'm not a male. I'm not a man. I'm a woman. Oldest daughter, especially oldest of several kids, is heavy. It's a heavy burden. It's a heavy burden to carry because you're on a balance of trying to figure out how to relate to your siblings, not in a parental way, but as in I need to lean on my siblings type way for, information or, because I find their input valuable. I mean, I don't take all of their suggestions and things like that. I don't ask for too much, especially something I can't give back. And I think that's part of being an older sibling, that you don't want to ask for anything or help, or because you got it emotionally, physically, and being parentified. I feel like if I ask my siblings for something, I am taking from them, as in a parent would take from their children. Because, that type of deal. Like, you don't take from your kids. You allow them to you, to give to you with an open heart, as you did. Hopefully, you did with them. Because some parents don't give, like some people don't give with an open heart. So that was something that warmed my heart. Even if it was already hot outside, poolside, but my daughter, she loves the pool, so it really did warm my heart, make my spirit hopeful that parents are realizing, not to parentify their children so that they may grow strong households, or paying attention to their children's individual talent, like her sister. Um, I think there's only two of them. So her sister is 15 and she baked the birthday girl's cake. And it was a beautiful, uh, probably like 3 or 4 tiered cake. One of those tube cakes. It's kind of tall, but it's a really nice cake. It had lots of different appliques, some pearls, the icing. It was a Barbie cake. It had some dripping. It was just a very cute cake, and she's 15. I had never attempted anything like that when I was 15, and so you could tell these girls were cared for, and their their interests were not tailored. I don't know what word I'm wanting to use, but their interests were looked after with care. And that's that's just so that's just so cool to me. So if you're out there, you have an older daughter, or just maybe an older son, and you're burdened with being a single parent, or you just feel like they can handle it because they have handled it, get them out of that. Release them. Let that child not have to wander aimlessly into adulthood trying to find their niche. Like, nurture their niche, their interests while at home, so that they'll be more focused. I wouldn't say I'm unfocused, but I definitely I definitely didn't pick my career in the Air Force. I Well, when I left home, I had plans to be a biology pre-med doctor that solved the AIDS and HIV. Like, I wanted to provide cures for that, especially for pediatric patients. After watching this video on someone named Hialeah, I don't know. I think she was 5 or something. I don't know how old she was when she got infected with AIDS, or the HIV virus. I don't really remember her story fully, but that was my goal. And once I got to high school, my study habits dropped. I just felt I had too much to do, and I was in this really smart school, so this high achieving school. So I dealt with some imposter syndrome all throughout high school, where I was really good at some things, but I didn't have the time and the freedom to move in other things. Like I love sports. And I enjoyed school. I enjoyed being at school. So just some musings about being an older daughter and how, caring for your children, not just older daughters, but your children in general, and making a way for them. So that's all I want to say. My son is coming out of work. And I'll talk to you all next time. Thank you for joining me on Musings with Mookie. I will talk to you all next time. Ciao.